Yeah, Anderson, CNN has exclusively obtained this document that shows the White House has prepared a draft for the president to declare a national emergency to build his border wall. 56% of people think the president should go ahead and have some kind of State of the Union. How does this end?
Well, because the State of the Union doesn't belong to Nancy Pelosi or President Trump, it belongs to the American people.
Experts warn that if this shutdown continues and the sick out continues to grow, that air traffic in this country, air transportation, could be severely impacted.
The city proudly displays its slogan that it pays to live in Ogden. Well, that's pretty ironic now, considering this shutdown is causing a lot of economic damage here, and not just for the some 5,000 federal workers who call Ogden home.
Over the past few weeks, Americans had to withstand the longest government shutdown in history, and its extensive effects were felt throughout the nation. We know that there are thousands of federal workers who aren't being paid right now, so how does that affect middle-class families?
It's hard. You have a lot of government workers, some that are on a single income. You have one parent who's working, the other is staying home, maybe taking care of kids or doing things from the home. So it's hard. Going week to week without a paycheck is incredibly difficult, and having to pay for rent or pay for groceries or any other bills that are coming up. And so a lot of people are being impacted by this that a lot of times we don't even take into consideration. And it's really unfortunate, and that's probably the biggest issue I think people get behind wanting to make the government get back to work. It's not fixing all these other bigger issues, these bigger problems that we're looking at. It's getting people money so that they can afford to live.
And how does that affect us here in Santa Clarita, even if we aren't directly affected by the shutdown?
Well, one of the main groups of people that's not being paid right now is TSA workers. And if you look at a lot of the airports around the country, they're facing security lines that are out the door, literally, because those people aren't getting paid and they're not showing up to work. So anyone thinking of going out of town, maybe for the weekend, flying and getting out to go visit one of the other places around the U.S., it's not going to happen right now. Or if it is, it's going to happen at a much slower rate. And so even if you're not directly working for the government, you don't know somebody's working for it, it's going to find a way to reach to you at some point or another.
Fortunately, the government is now temporarily reopened, but it is important to recognize the devastating effects it had, as there is a chance it will shut down again on February 15th. From West Ranch TV, this has been Ananya Mehrotra.